live here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena, Championship Saturday. Girls will decide who punches their ticket to the Rupp Arena here tonight. And listen, you got a great crew on tap here. You got Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy, Coach May, and Jackson Estridge on the tap here, Coach. This game, Pikeville, Johnson Central, one of them will be set in that Rupp Arena in a week. Which one will it be?
Darryl McCoy, we're down to the final 32 in girls basketball tonight. After tonight, in most cases, it'll be the Sweet 16 set. Johnson Central looking for back-to-back 15th Region Championships. This is their third straight 15th Region Championship appearance, Darryl.
It is the third straight, and no surprise, Jim Hicks coaches as hard as any coach coaches, Coach.
He does as good a job as anybody, especially developing. And testament to that, as we talked about on our pregame from over at the Mine, was the Coach Hicks lost 4 seniors this year, Darryl, off last year's team. And he is made up of young talent, but man, have they developed and grown under Coach Jim Bob Hicks. So again, they're right where they want to be. They're undefeated in the 15th region. They've not lost a game against a mountain competition, and they're getting ready to face a Pikeville team that, Darryl, as you know, we've covered it. You're talking about a team that reeled off, what was it, 4 straight?
4 straight.
15th region championships prior to Lawrence County and JC.
As you said here, we're going to go over the people that makes this possible, and then when we come back, we'll have some coaches interviews for you folks down on the floor.
I want to thank Amanda Blackburn-Muncie, Magistrate, District 1. Brian Morris for Judge Executive. Rodney Scott for Sheriff. Mountaineer Buildings, Punk's Tire, Hilton Homes of Ivor. Willie Crace, Republican State Representative, 95th District. S&K Asphalt, Pikeville Medical Center, Food Fair. Matt Hager Law, Clayton Homes, George Swain at State Farm, South Steakhouse, Pro Cleaners, Hurley's Jump Zone, Crum Funeral Home. Jason Fields for Jeller, Pike County, and Nick Markham, Jeller, Martin County. Butcher's Towing, Warfield Market, Tommy's Auto Sales, 23 Camper Sales, Mitchell Ferris for U.S. Senate. Man, Toyota, Coach.
Man, what a deal.
Lucas and Son Funeral Home, Gary C. Johnson Law, Big Al's Garage, Larry Frisbee, and Jessica Click for Johnson County. I'm pretty sure it's what are they running for, Coach? You know, I don't want to get this right. Hold on. We also want to thank Forest Service Center and Black Diamond Excavation. And Coach, you and Darryl just over there doing a show, right? The Mine. And was a good show at the Mine, Coach?
What's that?
Did y'all have a good show at the Mine?
Oh, man, listen, the Mine. I was telling folks, look, it ain't just about the nightlife, Kevin Jones. They've got a shuffleboard. They've got arcades. Listen, you're not going to find me. If you're going to find me anywhere, I'm going to be posted up playing Pac-Man in there.
I heard that.
And so they've got something for everybody at the Mine, a really good setup. Of course, you can set up up top, upstairs, outside. And we've got Darryl McCoy with one of my favorites, Jim Bob Hicks.
Guys, you got me?
We've got you.
Hold on one
All right,
second.
guys, we are here with Johnson Central head coach Jim Hicks. Coach, 3 years in a row, found yourself right here in this ball game. You know, this year y'all haven't lost the game in the 15th region. You know, it's got to be hard to keep focused, but somehow I see laser focus from your crew. Talk about what you tell your team, knowing not taking any game for granted.
Well, it all starts at practice, you know, and we're always really focused and intense at practice, and it carries over. You know, that's what we try to do, and you know, we try to make our practices 2 to 3 times harder than ball games, and you know, get to this end of the year, you know, being able to play in 3 finals in a row, we're very blessed and fortunate, and hopefully we can keep it going tonight.
Well, we know Carly Stanley, we know Allie Sloan. I mean, you know, they're spectacular players, but Emma Ferguson, Emma McKenzie, players like that have been the ones that stepped up and helped push y'all over the hump. Just talk about the supporting cast of yours, how much they've stepped up this tournament.
we've got so many capable players. You know, Emma McKenzie shot the ball really well last night. You know, Emma Ferguson played really well. You know, Cam Duncan didn't score, but she did so much on the defensive end and holding Mark the 2 points. And then, you know, Martina Conley's very capable of coming off the bench and leading us in scoring. And Julie Dowles and Elabeth Blair is playing really well right now. So, you know, we're not a one-team show. You know, we've got a lot of kids, and these kids really care about each other. They love each other. And, you know, and hopefully, like I said, we can just keep it going one more game.
Absolutely. You know, to your fan base, you know, they've showed up. Johnson Central's been one of the best here. You know, what would it mean for you to be able to bring a region title back to Johnson County for these fans?
Oh, it mean everything. You know, the community's great, school's great, the support, and you know, we're going to do the best we can.
Coach, get it done. We'll see you after game. All right, guys, back to you.
Darryl McCoy with a big-time interview. Now he's going to try to walk on over and get Miss Denise Campbell, and as Darryl McCoy says, the legendary Coach Denise Campbell. And I like the jacket she has on, Kevin Jones.
She had one on last night too, but it come off quick, didn't it?
Really quick. The Little Dipper getting ready to, right? The Little
Dipper.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena 15th Region Championship, and we're here with Denise Campbell, head coach of the Pikeville Panthers. To you guys, it's 15th Region Coach of the Year. So, Coach, last night you knocked off Paintsville, a team that beat y'all just a couple weeks ago. And, you know, first half it looked like it was going the same way. Second half, y'all come out completely different team. You know, Sophie Woods dominated the glass. Pat Walters hit big shots. You know, everybody really stepped up. Just talk about, you know, yesterday in that second half. What did you do in the locker room to get your team here today?
You know, I told them what I always tell them. No matter winning or losing, the score is 0-0 in my book because we still got 2 new quarters coming out. But we've got to play a little bit different style. I said we got to take it to them. They're taking it to us. Why not? So, and it's not how you start. It's how you finish. And like I said, Kylie stepped up, was such a great floor general last night, and calmed us down and did what we needed to do. Sophie come out in beast mode. I felt like fourth quarter, and Cat Walters been Cat Walters from behind that arc. And I'm just so proud of their never give up. And every time it was a timeout or any time we had a second, those 4 seniors said, we're not leaving this court losers tonight. And as a coach, I was so proud of that. But, you know, even on the other end, I've been on the other side. What an amazing job Coach Kenner does with Paintsville. You hated a team to lose that game last night. And I just have tremendous amount of respect for her and her daughter and her team.
I'm not going to keep you much longer because I can tell your voice is gone, and I want you to save it for the game. But, you know, one thing I do want to ask you is, you know, Johnson Central, everybody knows it starts with the relentless pressure. There's really no way of mimicking that pressure in practice till they see it. But if there's one team that we think that can give them an issue, it's you guys, because you virtually got 3 point guards on the floor. You know, what are you telling your team to tell them, like, hey, let's not get rattled by this pressure? You know, every one of you girls are capable of handling this rock.
And that's what we've worked on, and we kind of walked through today and told them how much we believed in their ability to handle the ball and take care of it. You know, the biggest thing is we can't sit back and wait on the pass, or we can't sit back and wait for this game to come to us. We got to go to the game today, and we've got to be ready to step and meet passes because they're coming after us. They're going to play 3 and 4 feet off of us and be ready to shoot the gap in the next second. We just got to do what we need to do is take care of the basketball and get it on the other end. And, hey, knock down some shots today and continue to rebound. But we've got to try to slow them down a little bit. You know, that's a tough task, but if anybody can do it, I think this young ladies can.
One thing you do got that they don't got is Sophie Woods. You got a huge piece in the paint there. You know, do you think that the confidence from last night's game will help y'all with Sophie Woods and carrying over to tonight's game?
Absolutely. You know, and I felt like she did that even against Macy in the first game with Martin County. You know, you have to survive in advance when we get here, and everything's kind of got to line up. And the good Lord's been good to us, each and every one of us, because, you know, with the injuries that we've dealt with all the way through and the sickness, but to have us fully loaded and for Sophie to, you know, to come in and do what she does that we've seen every day in practice, I'm so pleased and happy for her and this team and her teammates.
Coach, big fans. We're going to let you go save that voice, but good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you cutting the nets down after the game. Thanks, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
That was Darryl McCoy. 2 great interviews, and the one thing you saw with both coaches, you know they've been coaching their backside off. Both coaches losing their voice. They got just enough left in the tank for championship night. It's going to be a good one right here on the D&D Sports Network. Come back and join us. We'll be right back.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
Folks, if you're in the market for a storage building, garage, barn, or custom structure, there's only one name you need to know. Mountaineer Buildings, conveniently located right outside Chapmanville, West Virginia, with multiple locations across Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. They are the largest building company in the coal fields for a reason. They've got a huge inventory on lot, unbeatable deals, and waiting for you. Come see us at Mountaineer Buildings.
Al's Garage, located at Minnie, has a reputation of providing excellent automotive repairs with experienced mechanics who go above and beyond to serve our customers. Oil changes, tires, brakes, engine repair, or exhaust. We offer reliable service to keep your vehicle running as it should. Come see us beside the Family Dollar at Minnie or call 949-1921. Al's Garage wishes good luck to all area teams.
Pike County Sheriff Rodney Scott is proud of the record of his department. Every year-end audit has come back clean. And with financial stability, Sheriff Scott has added more certified deputies than ever before in Pike County, with new equipment, including guns, bulletproof vests, vehicles, and drug enforcement canines. With nearly 200 arrests on drug charges, crime will not be tolerated on Sheriff Rodney Scott's watch.
With your vote and support, we will continue to make Pike County the best place to live.
And we're live here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. You're watching the 15th Region Tournament live right here on the D&D Sports Network with Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy, Coach May, and Jackson Estridge on the broadcast tonight. Coach, this one right here, championship game, it's come down to this right here. A lot of people was highly upset. We heard them talking about, they don't think that they should have to play such a quick turnaround after playing in Pikeville's, just 12 hours ago, pretty much. They played. Now they're going to have to turn around and play again, and they're going to play against the buzzsaw that is Johnson Central. This should be a tough game here. But what's your thoughts on that quick turnaround?
It's a quick turnaround, and I don't know where it's more of an afternoon game, if it's going to impact them as much as it, say, in AAU season. A lot of times AAU, you have that night game, and then you have an early game. So I think playing at 5 o'clock, not going to hurt Pikeville as much. And we talked about this. How do you handle JC's pressure? In my view, the most dominant defensive team I've seen on the girls' side in the D&D Sports era. But the one thing Pikeville has is they've got veteran guard play. When you talk about Callie Alvin, you talk about Kat Walters, you talk about Nicole Lynn, you've got multiple handlers that's been there and done that. So that might offset a little bit of that relentless pressure.
Well, here's what I would say. Is if you're going to win a state title, you got to do the same thing.
Right.
You got to win 2 games in one day. So,
right.
And at the end of the day, that's the argument for having this here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena, is it prepares you for Rupp Arena.
Right.
So, I mean, that quick turnaround, that just goes into preparing you what you're going to see.
Get you ready to go. Well, the bigger environment, and make no mistake about it, you can set 3 of these inside Rupp Arena, but with saying that, it does give you that college-sized floor. It does give you that open-air feel to it. So I'm sure there is some argument to be made that does get you ready for Rupp Arena.
Yeah, that's going to be that's the case. And, Johnson Central, listen, they're so used to the way they're playing, I don't think it'll affect them at all, But, when you come into this, these Pikeville girls, Denise Campbell, I watched an interview last night, very emotional after the game. I told her before the interview a while ago, I said, Coach, I've never, that's the first time I've seen you with that much energy since you returned to coaching. And you could tell these girls have lit a fire in Denise Campbell. She's telling her girls right now, listen, this is David versus Goliath. You guys go out and slay the giant, you'll be talked about throughout history. Will Johnson Central hold ground and do what they've done all year long and dominate the competition?
Well, Pikeville, Coach Denise Campbell knows this is one of her best opportunities to get to Rupp Arena with this group. They've got a collection of guard play, they've got post play, and not that they don't have a lot of great young talent coming up, all the way from even that 5th grade class is going to be dominant. But Darryl, she knows if I can make a run, it's with this team. So I'm sure this team's in this moment's big for her.
Listen, we're going to step aside just a second. When we come back from commercial break, we're going to hand it over to Kevin Jones, and he's going to tell us how these teams match up with the Pikeville Medical Center tail of the tape. If you're needing seal coating, blacktop, line striping, recapping, or brand new pavement, S&K Asphalt has you covered. They take pride in their work, they're fully insured, and they make sure every job is done right the first time. Whether it's residential driveways or a commercial parking lot, don't trust just anybody. Trust the professionals at S&K Asphalt Service. Give Anthony Hampton a call today at 606-471-4297 for a free quote. That's 606-471-4297. S&K Asphalt Services, paving the way across eastern Kentucky.
Hey, 15th Region fans, ready to take your next event to the next level? Make it unforgettable with Hurley's Jump Zone, your local source for inflatables, water slides, mechanical bulls, laser tag, foam parties, shaved ice, and professional event lighting. Planning a birthday, school event, church gathering, or team celebration? They've got everything you need to bring the fun. And don't forget, show your team spirit at home with custom lighting services that make your house shine on game night. Hurley's Jump Zone, where the party starts. Call today and let the fun begin.
We are live here at the Appalachian Wireless Arena. You got the 15th Region Championship, Johnson Central, Pikeville. You got Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy here on the call. Coach Keathley, these two right here, you know, you could say Pikeville's maybe the best matchup against Johnson Central if there is any. You know, so this one right here should be an intriguing ball game. It'd be interesting to see. What I'm interested in seeing is the atmosphere here. You know, right now, still, you know, not the biggest crowd we've seen so far. If Pikeville, you know, if their crowd gets behind them and helps will in this victory, they see a couple shots go down. I mean, anything can happen. We seen it last night against Paintsville.
Well, if there was ever a time that we needed to tell them to take, it's now, Darryl McCoy, for these two teams going at it.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Kevin Jones, Pikeville Medical Center, tell the tape.
Pikeville Panthers coming in with a 21-8 record, 59th district champions. They're shooting 40% from the field, averaging 62 points a game, allowing 47. They're shooting 32% from the three-point line. Leading scorer, Kylie Alvin. As a team, they average 31 rebounds a game. As a team, they shoot 63% from the free throw line. Leading rebounder is Kylie Alvin, also with 6 rebounds a game. Johnson Central Lady Eagles coming in with a 20-6 record, district champions of the 57th. Averaging 62 points a game, allowing 47. Shooting 43% from the field goal percentage. Leading scorers, Kylie Stanley with 17 points a game. From the three-point line, they shoot 32% as a team, and as a team, they average 27 rebounds a game. Their leading rebounder is Emma Ferguson. Yeah. She averages 5 rebounds a game, and they shoot 75% from the free throw line. They met in 2018-19, 21 and 24 in the 15th Region Championship game. Coach, Pikeville won last 3 times.
Wow, dominant. And Pikeville, as we talked about, we've been here for most of those region championship runs under Christy Orem. They're looking to get back to the top of the mountain, but they've got a tall task ahead of them here. Johnson Central undefeated in 15th region action here, Kevin Jones.
Yes, so look at some players to watch here, Coach.
Go ahead.
For Pikeville, we got Kat Waters. For the season, she has 423 points, 63 threes, Coach. Averaging 15 points a game, 42% from behind the arc. That's scorching, right? She's shooting 76% from the free throw line. She's the second leading scorer on the team, team leader in three-point percentage, and one of the top perimeter threats in the region. That's Miss Kat Waters. And now let's look. We also got Kylie Alvin for the Panthers. The 15th Region Player of the Year, right?
Player of the Year.
She's coming in, 18 points a game, 6 rebounds a game. She's shooting 29% from the three-point line. And we seen last night late in clutch time how she can shoot free throws, 82% from the free throw line. And then on the Johnson Central side, we got Miss Carly Stanley, sophomore, averaging 17.5 points a game, shooting 52% from the field, 31 from 3, and she's shooting 75% from the free throw line. She's also averaging 5 rebounds a game for the Lady Golden Eagles.
Now, as you sit here and look, these two teams matched up well. You know, we are 8:21 away from tip-off, and, you know, we was talking a while ago, you know, this Johnson Central team, you know, if Pikeville's going to win this, Coach, I think that they cannot afford to get behind early on the scoreboard because, you know, you're not going to come back with the intensity that Johnson Central plays on the defensive side. It makes it really hard to come back. So if you get an early lead and then you use them ball handlers to your advantage, if you're Pikeville, you know, Nicole Lynn, Kat Waters, and Kylie Alvin, but you got to get that early lead. In my opinion, that's the recipe to win this game.
You can't dig yourself too deep of a hole because, again, you're going to turn the ball over different segments of the game. So if you get down 10, 12 early, it's always you can chip into 4, you can chip into 6, but then guess what? That run comes and you get back down 10 to 12. We got a solo guitarist for the national anthem.
Yes, I think this is the kid from Belfry, and the fans asked for him, and the fans get him. So let's take a look at this young man. He's trying to.
Looks like he should be straight. He should look like he should be one of the new bandmates for Guns N' Roses, Darryl.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this kid, Coach, if you've never heard him, he does every Belfry national anthem, and this kid, I mean, he is good at what he does. Yeah. So let's see here if they're able to handle it here. They're trying to get things hooked up for the national anthem, and again, Coach, fans still trickling in here right now. Don't forget Pikeville over on their bench. Well, we'll finish when we return from the national anthem here. What a great job by this young man, Coach. Ripping the chords there.
Unbelievable. Jimi Hendrix, right?
Yeah, there you go. Listen, proud to have him say he's a Pond Creek boy.
Proud to, Belfry Pirate. I know that makes you happy. Darryl, just my own commentary on this, because of decisions made over the last couple of weeks, I think what you're doing, and hopefully the fan base continues to trickle in here, but I don't know if fans got the memo that they don't have to leave and pay double admission to watch their teams play. And you're seeing a lighter crowd than what I've seen in the entire D&D Sports era for the girls' championship.
Yeah, I think the fans are speaking their voice.
Yeah, I do too.
And, but credit the Appalachian Wireless Arena, listen, and the folks over the tournament, they put it out today. It was a little bit late. We tried sharing it out so everybody sees it, but you do not have to pay anymore. So if you're wanting to watch the later games, get down here. Watch this. Make a great atmosphere for these girls as championship game, only one will advance here at the 15th Region Tournament Championship.
Sweet 16 on the line.
And Notre Dame awaits. So, that's not much of a prize, but, I mean, we've seen Johnson Central compete with just about every caliber of team across the state this year. Jim Hicks has run from nobody. And so it's going to be interesting to see. And you see him over on the bench, Coach, with former Miss Basketball Savannah Wheeler.
That's a nice assistant to have, right?
Yeah, a really good assistant. I'm sure she still laces them up and gets out there.
Yeah.
And what a role model that is for a girl like Carly Stanley and Allie Sloan.
Well, and if you want to get there, you need somebody that has been there to show you how to get there. Well, she's been there and done that.
She had an unbelievable career at Marshall, and I mean, it's just good to have her here in the Cofields, is all I'd say.
I agree.
And then on the other side, Coach, the interesting thing to keep an eye on, you see right there, Clara Blair, former Johnson Central standout. She is a assistant coach for Denise Campbell in the Pikeville Panthers now.
She was a flamethrower.
Yeah, you see her waving at us there, telling what a nice suit she has on.
That's right.
Yeah, but as you sit here, and Clara, it's good to see her on the sideline because she always was a basketball mind. And for her to learn from somebody like Denise Campbell, that's got to be something that she's going to treasure down the road.
Well, when you can learn from a Hall of Famer, only going to make you better in the long run as a basketball coach, especially as a young coach, learning the blueprint, right? The blueprint.
I'll tell you a little story about Clara. One time we went to church camp. We used to go to Calvary Church in Paintsville together. Her family, dear friends of mine and my wife's, they was mentors for me and my wife early in our marriage. And Chad and Cassie, unbelievable people. They was our pastors. We went to a church camp, and we was out there playing pickup football. And the best player on the field was Clara Blair. I mean, you talking about, she can do it all. Basketball, football, softball. Just a special athlete. And I'm sure she laces them up with them Panthers someday, too.
They're physically tough.
Yeah, she is. She's a tough cookie to crumble. But as you're sitting here, guys, this place starting to fill up. We see the Pikeville band coach has made their way. We see one of the best cheerleading programs in the Cofields, the Pikeville cheerleaders. They're loud and proud down there on the end zones.
State champions after state champions.
Yeah, these girls right here, they've built a dynasty there in Pikeville when it comes to cheerleading. And we're going to have starting lineups coming at you here. The Johnson Central starting lineup brought to you courtesy of Jessica Click, Commissioner, District 1 in Johnson County. And the Pikeville starting lineups will be brought to you courtesy of Rodney Scott for sheriff. Vote Rodney Scott this coming election. Pike County's never been safer. 4 terms. Let's give him a 5th.
Done a really good job ever since Fuzzy's been gone.
He has.
Right in,
Yep. He's the best in the business. We're blessed here in Pike County. Mary Atkins says she's watching from Charlotte, North Carolina. C.G. McKenzie says, go Eagles. April Prater says, watching from Rupp. Go Eagles. Geraldine Stamper tuning in. Clem Michaels says, go Eagles. So a lot of Eagles fans. Where are you Pikeville fans at? Let us know. There we go.
As is the tradition here in the Mid-East region, we will introduce the entire teams. First for our guest on the scoreboard.
Now Pikeville will be the guest on the scoreboard here tonight, Coach.
Based off RPI, right?
Is that why?
Undefeated at Johnson Central region.
They're going to do the non-starters first.
Number 11, David Oliver. Number 12 is Holly Justice.
And we'll go through the lineup with them. Starting lineup, or non-starters, Danica Martin, Charlize Compton, Cadence Compton, Dagan Oliver, Molly Justice, and Paula Patton will be the non-starters for Pikeville. Now, let's go to the home team non-starters for the Johnson Central Golden Eagles. Number 1, Martina Conley. Number 3, Elizabeth Williams. Ellabeth Blair. Kate Collins. Number 15, Julie Dawes. Number 20, Ava Sparks. Number 21, Mally Price. And number 30, Ava Cantrell. Now Brent Rose, Savannah Wheeler and Dougie Hopkins are the assistant coaches for the Golden Eagles.
Introducing the starting lineups.
Getting the light show.
It was your Pikeville Lady Panthers starting lineup. Senior 00, Kylie Alvin. Wearing number 4, Nicole Lynn. Junior wearing number 13, Kat Walters. Wearing number 15, Sophie Woods. And rounding out the starting lineup, senior number 25, Ava Rogers. They are head coached by Denise Campbell. Now let's move over to the home team on the scoreboard. Sophomore number 0, Carly Stanley. Number 2, Allie Sloan. Number 4, Cam Duncan. Number 14, Emma Ferguson. And rounding out the starting lineup, double deuces, Emma McKenzie. They are head coached by Jim Hicks.
Darryl, the thing to look for with Pikeville, 3 players average double figures, Alvin, Walters, and Lynn. Tough to stop all 3, right? And if you're Johnson Central, your job is to try to turn them over early. Of course, that's the game plan, but if you get them in a half court, you got 3 that can put numbers on the scoreboard.
Here we go. You're going to have number 14, Emma Ferguson, jumping off with Sophie Woods here. And Johnson Central control tip, Allie Sloan. This first quarter brought to you courtesy of our friends at Ace Bookkeeping, located on US 23, right outside Paintsville.
Pikeville looking like, they're in a man-to-man here.
Yeah, Allie Sloan swing it around. Emma Ferguson lets it fly, or McKenzie lets it fly, and she's starting where she left off last night, Coach.
Good start for JC, and here comes that pressure. 32 minutes of you-know-what.
Now Nicole Lynn. Lynn kicks it up the floor. She'll swing it around. Gets it down to Lynn. Lynn goes up and off the mark. Ferguson comes away with the rebound.
Don't want to bring that ball down. Allows for tie-ups.
You cannot. You got to be swift with your movements too, Coach. You cannot allow them to set and tie it up. Be strong with the basketball.
Stanley, right down Main Street. Kind of threw that one up. Had nowhere to go with it.
Here comes Ava Rogers. Rogers swings it over to Alvin.
There you go. They're running, almost a run and jump at the ball handler.
Now swing it back. Nicole Lynn dumps it down to Woods. Woods, nice job by Woods. Coach, and she's the one that's she's got to be a strong presence here and allow the team, they got to know, okay, we're in this game because they have nobody that can match up with Sophie Woods.
Right, and you see what Johnson Central's doing. They said, we want to beat Pikeville down the floor. We want to establish our tempo, and it's off every rebound, off every inbound. They're attacking downhill.
Now, here comes Nicole Lynn. Lynn. This ain't good. And you could tell Carly Stanley did not mean to, Nicole Lynn, her ankle just kind of buckled on her.
It's the 3rd time that Lynn's fell on this floor. The playing surface here on the Expo is a little slick. We've talked about it all week long. Slick playing surface here at the Expo.
Yeah, coming back, here comes Nicole Lynn. Get the ball over.
Little run and jump action. Don't see that very often.
No, there's Lynn. Lynn, they deflect the pass there, got lucky.
Lynn trying to walk off. It looked like maybe she just turned that ankle just a little bit. Johnson Central in a half-court man-to-man.
You see coming back around.
I had Lynn open. They waited a little long to get it to her. Going Johnson Central's way. Tie up, second tie up. Johnson Central's been able to bring here early in the first quarter.
Well, let's see here. Coach, you're going to see Allie Sloan. Allie Sloan, listen, she's had a good tournament, as consistent as any player we've seen.
She's played really well, going all the way back to district tournament action.
They'll swing it back around. Sloan, she trying to get downhill here. Kat Walters, coach, with her cat-like quickness.
Right.
No pun intended.
And she's ultra long.
Yeah, she is. Look at that wingspan.
Yes.
They'll swing it back over Cam Duncan. Back around Stanley. Little shake, bake, kicks. McKenzie. And McKenzie buries another one.
She was just waiting with her feet set.
Listen, I talked to her dad, Tommy McKenzie, coach, a while ago, and she said, he said, I said, Emma's been shooting good. He said, she better. Said, if not, said, she may get a good old knuckle sandwich.
This is the third team foul on Johnson Central early, and that's what I said. Use their pressure against them. The officials aren't going to allow a lot of physicality there. And there you go again. The fourth team foul on Johnson Central.
Sarah Ratliff, so let's go Kylie Alvin from Menifee County. Jacob Lucas says, go Panthers from Ohio. Mary Rogers says, go Ava. And Mary Atkins. And Brenda Cox says she's tuning in.
Ferguson already going out with 2 personal fouls.
Yeah, that's big. You know, because Ferguson's the one girl I think matches up with Sophie Woods, coach.
You got Conley checking in for her.
Oh. And they got lucky they called steps there, coach, because that would have probably been an offensive foul.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
So very lucky. Crystal Schwartz says, go Pikeville, and Denise Campbell. And they said the floor is extremely slick, coach.
Yes, it is. We've seen that all week.
Yeah. Coming back around, Carly Stanley setting up the offense. Gets over to Allie Sloan. Sloan leaves it to McKenzie. Back out to Sloan. Carly Stanley driving left, spins right. They're going to call a foul.
Going to get Ava Rogers.
Quentin Warren, Q Warren, watching from Ratliff Creek. Keisha Clevenger says, go Eagles. Nice job. Gets it down to Duncan. And Duncan doing a good job using her size there, coach.
Just spun, went to the other side.
Yeah. Here comes Alvin. Alvin trying to get Pikeville in their offense here. Martina Conley all over, going to get called for the foul.
Listen, you can't grab and hold.
Listen, we've said this the whole week, coach. This is one of them, if you want to beat Johnson Central, be aggressive. Get them in a little bit of foul trouble, and they won't be so quick to be that aggressive.
Right. Already in the bonus. I like what Pikeville's doing. They're trying to attack.
Love what they're doing here right now. Alvin, second one up and good. Cuts the lead in half right now. 8-4 is the score on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard. They'll swing it back around. So far, Emma McKenzie's been the hot hand. And looky there, they picked the pocket of Stanley. Here comes Alvin. Alvin, nice job in transition. Now Allie Sloan back the other way in a hurry. Coach, Allie Sloan's one of them. Great players have that ability to put the pressure on you on offense as well. As soon as that, whether it's a miss or make on the other end, she's down the floor in a hurry.
In a hurry. Wide open underneath.
Off the mark. And Stanley took a hard dump to the floor. Here you go, up Sophie Woods. Woods, good play by Sloan.
Nice job by Sloan recovering.
Johnson Central has a high motor stuck. Its RPMs are stuck on 10.
Always.
And I think Al's Garage is the ones that work on it, coach.
Right.
Putting all that performance horsepower out at Minnie at Al's Garage. Kicks it out to Ava Rogers, and they're going to say it's going to stay with Pikeville. This is a tough place to inbound the ball here, coach, in the corner.
Always tough in that deep corner.
Yeah. Martina Conley doing a good job. Get it out to Walters. Walters Walters sizing McKenzie up. Going to try to use her quickness here, Coach. There she goes.
Yeah, turning the corner.
Yeah, there was no need, Coach, for her to hold up.
Right.
You know, go on to the rack, young lady. There's Alvin. Alvin gets it down the Woods.
Nice.
Good look. Ava Rogers with the weak side rebound. What a job by Rogers, Coach.
Yes, listen, doing what she needs to do, exploiting her size, hanging around the glass.
Yeah, Rogers going to step to the line here. They're in the bonus. That's the thing to keep an eye on, Coach, right now. Johnson Central already in the bonus. Rogers hits that one.
Gotten that about a minute ago, Darryl, with almost 5 minutes on the clock.
Now, and looky there, Woods comes away with it. Cam Duncan and Rogers hits the deck after it.
Duncan just hits the deck, right?
Yep.
Media timeout.
So there's a media timeout on the floor. They'll take one. We'll step out too. We'll be right back here in Pikeville, Kentucky. If you're looking for an award-winning tire shop that focuses on customer service, that's family-owned and family-operated, stop by and see our friends Jeremy and Chasta at Punk's Tires. If you have a hectic work schedule and you're looking for a non-stressful, convenient way to buy tires, take advantage of Punk's Tires Appointment Saturdays. If they don't have the tire you're looking for, they guarantee it to have it the next day. Punk's Tires can take care of all your needs in tires, wheels, wheel alignments, brakes, rotors, minor mechanic work, and more. They'll treat you like family from the second you walk through the door. Come see us in Virgie, Kentucky, or give us a call at 606-639-TIRE. That's 606-639-TIRE.
At AAA Real Estate, they don't just list, they sell. They have experienced professional realtors with cutting-edge technology ready to work for you. The choice is clear. Whether you're buying or selling, contact Shirley Blackburn at listwithAAA.com.
And we're back here live at the Appalachian Wireless Arena coming out of the D&D Sports Network media timeout. Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy on the call with Coach May and Jackson Estridge on the production. As you see the band section, Coach, they snuck their signs in.
They did. They was able to get them through, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I love this JC band section. You're talking about energy on a 10. And we're coming out of the timeout. If you're just tuning in, look at this, Coach. Look at this play design here, 4 flat.
Yeah, flat action.
Yep. By the way, this first quarter is brought to you courtesy of Hurley's Jump Zone, located here in Pikeville, Kentucky. Ava Rogers gets over to Alvin. And
going to get another foul this time on Duncan. Listen, I love how Coach Hicks plays and the physicality and toughness, but guess what? When you hand check up top, or you grab, that's a foul, folks.
Coach, you've said it all week here. You know, this is these 13th region officials allow you to play down low, but up top they'll call some ticky-tack fouls.
Yeah, they're not going to let anything get by up top.
Nope. Here comes Allie Sloan. Sloan swings over to Stanley. Stanley goes middle.
Nice.
Off the mark, and Ava Rogers rips down the rebound.
I mean, she with authority.
Absolutely, and here comes Sophie Woods. Oh, that pass got lucky to get through there. Now swing it back around.
Watch out.
Yeah, watch out. Kat Walters buries her first one, Coach. 42% on the season from downtown is Kat Walters.
She likes that corner.
That's where she's hit most of her shots this tournament.
Highest percentage shot in basketball from the perimeter, that deep corner.
Here comes Allie Sloan. Good job by Walters keeping her in front of her. Duncan drives middle. And they're going to draw the foul. See who they call it on. Sophie Woods.
Only the second team foul on Pikeville.
Coach, Woods is the one girl for Pikeville that cannot get in foul trouble.
I agree with you.
And Duncan hits the first.
Makes it really tough. with Duncan on the inside, Darryl.
Duncan misses that one. Alvin getting around Stanley, good back tip, but Alvin comes away with it. Alvin all the way to the rack, and she goes down hard.
Gonna shoot two.
Coach, Johnson Central's got to watch out here. You know, we're about to find out how deep Johnson Central's bench is.
Got to play with your feet.
Yeah. And credit, you know, Pikeville's doing what we've said teams have needed to do the whole tournament, Coach. They're putting pressure on Johnson Central's defense by attacking.
And making the officials have to make a call. A lot like the Shelby Valley boys team.
Yeah.
They are very physical with handlers.
You're spot on there. Alvin sinks the second. And look right now, Pikeville with their largest lead, a 14-9 lead on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard. There goes Sloan all the way to the rack. Nice take, not able to convert. Conley will chase down the loose ball. Conley swings it over. Conley, Coach, she's been kind of the X factor for Johnson Central all week. You know, she comes off the bench, but she gives the starter production.
Double-digit numbers for the opening round game.
Yeah, she's tough. There goes Sloan all the way. Good defense by Woods. Walters comes away with it, and she draws a foul.
Looks like they're going to get Sloan.
And that's big.
That's her second. It's the first quarter, Darryl McCoy, and 3 JC players have 2 personal fouls.
They don't have it up here. They stopped at 5.
4 players.
What is that? Is that the 7th, 8th, or 9th team foul, right?
That is the 19th foul, right, Coach May? 19th foul.
Walters misses that one. Woods with the rebound. Woods gets, and good defense by McKenzie. Right back to Woods, and going to be a jump ball. And Coach, right now, I love the physicality. Coach Hicks telling her, hey, calm down.
I like it.
Absolutely. Listen.
The fan bases like it.
They like it. This place is the loudest it's been all week.
I think so.
Here comes Allie Sloan.
Thumbs up.
Yep.
We'll see what that is.
Sloan gets over McKenzie. That's her first miss from downtown tonight.
Rogers' third rebound.
Yep. Coming back the other way, Alvin. Alvin, nice job turning on the Jets. Goes up, gets the rebound, and she draws another foul, Coach. That's 10 team fouls against Johnson Central. You see.
Darryl, but we said this all week, right?
Yep.
We said if you're playing Johnson Central, if you're a guard with the basketball in your hands, don't shy away from contact.
That's it. Yep. Now you're spot on. That's the recipe of beating this team. Be aggressive, super aggressive. And 1 minute to go here in this first quarter. Joe Moore says, I thought I'd never say this. Go Panthers. They come back around. Shot up by Ferguson. She's off the mark. Rebound by Lynn. Coach Lynn does a good job rebounding the basketball for a smaller guard.
She does.
Here comes Lynn. She goes back around. Lynn gets it to Rogers. Down the Woods. Woods. And she's going to go back to the line.
That's 2 on Dawes.
Yeah, it's starting, but this is where all year long, Coach, where if you're Johnson Central, you know, you've had a lot of blowout victories. This is where that experience from being able to play your young players may come in handy, you know, because their bench is going to get a lot of playing time here in this one.
Yes, you're right.
Coming back the other way, Allie Sloan. Sloan matched up with Walters out top. And Coach, you know, to me, I think right now, you know, that may be the stat of the game, or the key to the game so far, is the job Cat Walters has done on Allie Sloan, because Johnson Central, you know, as big of a star Carly Stanley is, Allie Sloan's the one that gets them in their offense.
Oh, that's a big shot right there.
Yeah, huge shot, ends the drought. That was Dawes.
Got to delay a game warning.
Keep an eye on that. 12.2 to go. Alvin gets it over to Lynn. Lynn up the floor. Alvin trying to get downhill, step through, shot up, good! Alvin extends the lead, 19 to 11. As you see the Pikeville fan base on their feet, Coach, right now, proud of their Lady Panthers with an 8-point cushion after one.
Coach Denise Campbell going Broncos.
Absolutely. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network.
Hi, Smokey Armstrong, United Motorsports in Belfry. Kick into high gear with great deals on new Honda motorcycles and ATVs. Power through any terrain with savings up to $7,000 on selected Polaris side-by-sides and ATVs. Built for work, built for play, and ready to ride. Get the job done with Kawasaki. New and pre-owned inventory from parts to service and the financing to get you approved. It's all right here. United Motorsports, Belfry.
Craving a taste of Central America? Head to Sal's Steakhouse. Sizzle your senses with mouthwatering steaks, juicy burgers, savory chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Sal's Steakhouse, where your taste buds will thank you. Unleash the flavor at Sal's. Taste tradition, taste the difference.
Willie Crace is proud to support all area teams this season and our student athletes in Floyd and Pike counties. Vote Willie Crace for state representative, a voice we can count on for the mountains.
And we're back here, coming back in this second quarter, brought to you courtesy of Willie Crace, State Representative, 95th District. Vote Willie Crace, U.S. Senate. Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy on the call. Coach, 19-11 lead right now, Pikeville on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard.
Oh.
Rimmed out. Stanley with the weak side rebound. She's getting up floor in a hurry. Free throw line jumper, don't fall, but Cam Duncan may have got away with a walk there, Coach.
Think so.
Here comes Alvin. Alvin kicks it ahead. Alvin, nice job running the floor. Nicole Lynn. And, Coach, it's Lynn Sanity in here right now.
Yeah, absolutely. 10-point lead for Pikeville.
Pikeville beating them at their own game there, getting up and down the floor, right?
That's exactly right.
And, Coach, look at the defense Walters playing out top. And there's Stanley. Alvin with the rebound. Alvin kicks it ahead. Walters should get it right back to Alvin. Swings it down low to Woods. Woods there, kicks it out. Lynn. She's off the mark. And here comes Duncan back the other way. Duncan kicks it over to Stanley.
I think they're trying to force Stanley to shoot more three balls. I think they'd rather have her shooting threes than driving.
Oh, yeah. That's but, you know, if I'm Johnson Central, I can live with that because Stanley can shoot that three ball.
Absolutely.
There's Sloan back out to Stanley. Stanley lets it fly. She's off the mark. Duncan with the rebound. Off the mark. She missed an easy one there, Coach.
Had a couple opportunities. Good looks.
Yeah. Here comes Lynn. Lynn swings it back over to Alvin. Coach Hicks telling him to get up on him, pressure. It's down. And Rogers got swatted, wanted the foul, wasn't there. Here comes Stanley. She's got the Eagles out and running. Stanley crosses over. Count it! Carly Stanley going to have a chance at an old-fashioned Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Three-point play opportunity.
Carly's first basket of the game.
And, you know, I like that. The last three possessions, Carly Stanley's been super aggressive on the offensive end.
Got to continue to be. If you're an elite scorer, you can't wilt.
Billy Davis says, I knew it was going to come down to the wire. Here comes Lynn. And again, guys, remember, Johnson Central hasn't lost to a in-region team all season.
Nice.
Yeah. And, Coach, not only have they haven't lost, they haven't really played a close game.
No.
Nicole Kidd says, go Carly. Bruce Hunt says, go Eagles. Justin Clevenger says, let's go Eagles. They say right now the foul count is 13-2.
And if you're in the arena and if you're not have one side or the other, that's about right, folks.
And there's Duncan. Back irons it, no good. Alvin, oh.
Like Duncan getting on the deck.
Yeah, you could tell Duncan right now is playing with a lot of energy. She's the one, Coach, for Johnson Central that you're seeing exert a load of energy on both sides. Been very active on the glass. Lynn.
Got to be careful if you're Stanley. Yep, I saw it coming. They didn't call it the first time. 3 fouls on Stanley. They didn't call the first one, Darryl.
As Coach, the fans right now, Johnson Central fans, not happy right now with the way this one's been officiated. Gets it over to Alvin. Alvin gets it down to Woods. Woods drives middle, shot up, no good. Rebound by Sloan. Here comes the Golden Eagles back the other way. Allie Sloan all the way, and she gets the bucket. 23-16.
Anybody faster with the ball in their hands?
No.
Oh, man.
No, she's Ty Sedney quick.
Yes.
Coming back the other way. Dagan Oliver gets it down, and Alvin going to draw another foul.
Looks like that's going to be on McKenzie.
Yep. Alan Wright says, D&D, king of the mountains, Coach.
We agree.
Yep. Shelly Johnson says, when I coached middle school basketball, said at Adams, Coach Hicks told me himself he didn't care about his girls fouling, says he always has a bench. So that's the way he's always played.
That's right.
Yep. I love that. Duncan comes away with it. Here comes Duncan. Duncan.
Nice.
Spin, nice spin move. What a move by Cam Duncan.
That's a big-time play.
Huge play. There you go, Alvin. Alvin kicks it over to Woods. Right back. And, Coach, right now, they're Pikeville. Johnson Central's got to cut that pass off the Woods down on the baseline. You know, Pikeville's getting a lot of action out of that.
Going to get Conley.
Yeah, they're just camping Sophie Woods right here on this near baseline, and when Alvin comes, he's hitting her, and Woods, then 1-2 dribble, she's to the rack.
That's Conley's third personal.
It's huge. Alvin sinks that one.
Conley with 3, Stanley with 3.
I say this is like her 12th free throw.
Stephen Newsom said Johnson Central's going to need the whistles their way in the second half.
It is 12.
Kylie Alvin has shot 12 free throws.
That, dang, 12 free throws in the first half.
Right. Still 4 minutes to go.
Yep. So there's a media timeout. They'll take one. We will, too. We'll be right back.
It's going down. Meet me in the
Guys, it's going down at 23 Camper Sales. Don't delay your dreams any longer. Come to 23 Camper Sales, where your dream camper is waiting.
When it comes to burying a loved one, you need to make sure that they're left in the right hands. That's why you need to call Crum Funeral Home, located in Inez, Kentucky. You can give them a call today at 606-298-0602, located on 498 Kentucky Route 3 North in Inez, Kentucky. Give them a call today, Crum Funeral Home.
we're back here at Appalachian Wireless Arena. You see the Matt Hager Law fan cam right now, and the Pikeville fans all happy with what they're seeing right now as the Panthers 26-18 lead over Johnson Central. And what's the foul count? 15-3?
15-3.
15-3 is the foul count right now. And, Coach, Johnson Central, they're used to this because they play aggressive.
Right.
There's Willie Crace, by the way. Willie Crace for state representative over there, sitting on the Pikeville side. But, as you sit and look, Coach, this here, Johnson Central, they've, the foul count's a little lopsided right now, but, they play aggressive. They know that they play aggressive, but, that's why they do got that deep bench.
That's exactly right.
McKenzie off the mark. Nice job, Conley with the rebound. Ava Rogers knocks it loose. It's going to go. Wow, I don't know about that one, Coach.
Well, they're going to.
It needs overturned.
I think it might be.
Yeah. And, Coach, look, we asked for the toga party. Pikeville fan section in the togas tonight.
Getting it right.
They said D&D asked, we delivered.
Yes.
Come back around, Martina Conley gets it over. And nice job, Cam Duncan, Coach, hitting a big three. Cuts it to 5. Alvin right now matched up with Sloan out top. Good job by Allie Sloan. She gets it down the woods. And now coming back the other way, Allie Sloan gets it over. Rims off, and Nicole Lynn going to draw the foul.
That's going to be Conley's 4th.
Is that on? Yes, it is. Coach, that's big. Martina Conley has come up big all tournament for the Golden Eagles. And she's got 4 fouls here in the second quarter.
We talked about it. Johnson Central only knows one way and one gear, Darryl. They're not going to let off. They're not going to change how they play.
No, absolutely not. Now they'll swing it back around. There goes Lynn. Lynn down the middle of the lane, throws one up, no good. Lynn with the rebound. And here comes Allie Sloan back the other way. Good drive to the rack, not able to convert. Rebound by Dawes, and she's going to go to the line. Coach Josie Dawes, she's come in, played serviceable minutes. This is a couple big plays she's had here in the second quarter.
She has. Pikeville wants a timeout, 30.
And they'll stay here during the timeout. And during the timeout, we'll take a look at the Matt Hager fan cam once again. Here you see the Pikeville Panthers, the Crystal Swartz. Guys, we're an interactive broadcast. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. Down in the Jim Mars Service comment section below, she says, sharing from my daughter, Lindsay Swartz, said watching from Denver. And Coach, right now, 31 different states tuning in the Jim Mars Service comment section.
Darryl, we've got that down to a science. We know exactly what state's tuning in and who's not.
Yeah, Facebook's pretty nice about telling us who's watching and where they're watching from.
That's right.
And Kentucky getting clobbered by Florida right now, Coach.
I don't know if that's
Florida
much of a
might be
surprise.
playing the best ball with Duke in the country.
Right.
55-38. Florida on top of Duke. Or Florida on top of Kentucky.
The biggest game in college basketball happens at 6 tonight.
Oh, Carolina Duke.
Yep.
And you see Woods. And looky there. And Coach Cam Duncan is, and that's a foul against Woods. Coach Cam Duncan is single-handedly keeping Johnson Central in this ball game.
You always need that X factor, somebody that steps up.
There you go. How about that? D&D fans, Coach, yelling in the background.
Absolutely. Johnson Central hanging around despite this foul trouble.
Here comes Allie Sloan. Sloan You know, Coach, and I'd really like to see Sloan do what she's great at. You know, I think she's allowing Kat Walters to keep her in front of her. I'd like to see her put the pressure on Walters and try to penetrate that paint, draw some fouls against Walters.
Use her speed.
Nice job, spin, kick, Duncan. Duncan buries it. And, Coach, we got a 1-point ball game.
Johnson Central hanging around.
And, Coach, listen, this right here is huge for the Golden Eagles because Pikeville's going to go into the locker room and say, hey, we played about as good as half of the basketball as we could, and Johnson Central's still right here.
Right with them.
Now swing it over. Kicks it out. Ball fake over to Lynn. Back out to Alvin. Sinks it! Kylie Alvin with a timely three. Here comes Allie Sloan. Sloan going to back it back out. Coach, a minute 15 to go here in this second quarter.
Alvin with 19 points.
Good job, spins middle. Sloan can't get it to fall, but she gets her own rebound. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds. Rogers had a hand on it with a foot out of bounds.
This has been a frenetic first half, Darryl.
Yeah, I mean, it's back and forth, Coach. I mean, me and you need to break.
Yes.
Allie Sloan going to back it back out top, minute to go. 4-point ball game. There's McKenzie. McKenzie drops it down, and Pikeville ties it up. Jump ball. Josie Dawes hit the deck after the loose ball, and it's going to go Johnson Central way. 47 seconds to go here in this first half of play.
You said something. Duncan's been really the mainstay consistent all half for JC.
Yeah, she's been the catalyst behind this comeback. Nice job by Sloan. Just off the mark, missed the layup. Here comes Nicole Lynn. Lynn kicks it over to Walters. Walters gets the bucket. Kat Walters extends the lead to 6. And Johnson Central, big possession here. Allie Sloan, 23 seconds.
Pikeville fan base rises to their feet. They said, give me one good stop.
Let's see here, Coach. And this is big for both sides.
You're right, either way.
Yep. Allie Sloan drives, kicks. Duncan back over to Sloan. Sloan, good job getting down. And Johnson Central don't get a shot off. Great defensive play by Pikeville, Coach, to end the half.
Listen, if you put up a game plan, Coach Denise Campbell, perfect game plan assembled, Darryl.
Absolutely. Coach, we're going to step aside. We'll come right back on the Pikeville Medical Center halftime show and get you caught up on all the action from the first 2 quarters.
Welcome, everybody, back here to the Appalachian Wireless Arena. This is the Pikeville Medical Center halftime show. Pikeville up 31-25 over JC here at halftime, Coach.
Yeah, unbelievable. Frenetic pace to this championship game. Johnson Central looking to repeat as 15th region champions. Pikeville looking to get back to the top of the mountain after a couple of years. Not getting there, oh so close, but can't get over the top. They're looking to get it done tonight. They lead it by 6, 31-25. Scoring breakdown, Johnson Central, Cameron Duncan been the real consistent all game long. Maybe one of the few not riddled with foul problems for JC. Cameron Duncan with 11 points. Emma McKenzie with 6, and Carly Stanley got that third personal foul, I believe, early in the second period, and set ever since. Carly Stanley has 3 points. For Pikeville, Kylie Alvin with 19 points, and if I'm not mistaken, has gotten to the free throw line 12 times.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
10 or 12, right?
Yes. And Kat Walters with 6 points, Sophie Woods with 3 points, and Nicole Lynn with 2 points, Ava Rogers with 1 point. And that's your score and breakdown here at the half. And Kevin Jones, JC has to feel pretty good knowing we're only down 6, and we had 2 players with 3 or more fouls that play significant minutes.
The freshman Cameron Duncan has kept them in a ball game.
Kept them in a ball game, and we said that could the experience of Pikeville offset that relentless energy and pressure of those young guns from Johnson Central? We're going to find out in the second half here on the D&D Sports Network. You're going to want to come back and join us here in a couple of minutes. Come on back.
You're watching the Pikeville Medical Center halftime show. Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy on the call here, as right now on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard, the Pikeville Lady Panthers lead by 6, 31-25.
Darryl McCoy, listen, we talked about it all week. You know, we said the game plan, if you want to compete with JC, use that relentless pressure against them, and that's what Pikeville's done.
Pikeville's done everything they needed to do to be here. Yeah. So let's take a second to thank our sponsors. The Amanda Blackburn Muncie for Magistrate, District 1 in Pike County. Brian Morris for Judge Executive. Rodney Scott for Sheriff. Mountaineer Buildings, located right outside Chapmanville. They got locations throughout Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio, just like our friends from Food Fair. Mountaineer Buildings Food Fair is a tri-state business, so make sure that you support them as like they support mountain athletes. Punk's Tires. Visit Punk's Tires for your tire care needs, located in Virgie, Kentucky. Hilton Homes of Ivor. Willie Crace, Republican State Representative, 95th District. Larry Frisbee, Commissioner, District 1 in Johnson County. The Mine, Black Diamond Excavation Crew. Ace Bookkeeping, located right outside Painesville on US 23. Al's Garage. Force Service Center, as well as AAA Real Estate. Ratliff Moving Company. Gary C. Johnson Law. Lucas & Sons Funeral Home. Man Toyota. Man, what a deal. Mitchell Ferris, U.S. Senate, 23 camper sales. Tommy's Auto Sales, Warfield Market, Butcher's Towing, Nick Markham in Martin County, elect Jason Fields for Jeller in Pike County. Crum Funeral Home may be the only funeral home with a trampoline inside. Make sure you guys head on down there. They got a kids' playroom. And again, may or may not have a trampoline. The Clayton Homes of Harold, George Swain at State Farm, Sal's Steakhouse, Pro Cleaners, Hurley's Jump Zone, Pikeville Medical Center, S&K Asphalt, and last but not least, I want to thank United Motorsports, locations in Logan, Danville, Belfry, and Pikeville.
Allie Sloan and Carly Stanley combined for 5 first-half points, Darryl.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to change if Johnson Central's going to win this. Got to. Guys, hit that like and share button. Let's get these numbers back up here for second half as we're getting ready to tip things off here in the second half. And we will have Kevin Jones, Kevin Keathley, Kevin May, and Jackson Estridge on the call. That's going to be Pikeville's ball, coach, to start the second half. Pikeville, you know, it looked like Johnson Central was cutting that momentum in half, and then Pikeville ended the half strong and stole the momentum back.
They did.
Here comes Alvin. Alvin matched up with Sloan. Sloan's done a tremendous job out top. There's Alvin. Simpson! Golly, Alvin nets the trifecta.
And right back in a hurry, JC.
Swings it back around. Stanley had it stripped away. Stanley regroups, gets it down to Ferguson, and she loses control.
Just lost it.
Coach, first time this year I've seen Johnson Central rattled.
A little rushed, right?
Yeah, there's the mayor of Prestonsburg, Rick Hughes, behind us, Coach.
Yeah, the voice of 95.5, right?
Yeah. Kylie Alvin gets it into Lynn. Lynn has Stanley all over. Back around, Alvin turns the corner. Gets to the middle of the floor. They're going to get in their offense here. High screen by Rogers. Alvin draws the double team.
And what Darryl, you see, right? Lynn.
Lynn buries the three. And, Coach, right now, if you're a Pikeville fan, you are on a all-time high right now because these girls are playing their best basketball of the year.
Here's what you see here, Darryl. All of a sudden, JC guarding differently. They're not pressuring, they're not bodying, they're playing a step off, so it's allowing Pikeville a little bit more room to operate.
Yeah, and you know, that's Coach, what that reason that's caused that is because they're not as aggressive as because of the foul count. You know, I mean, they're playing off and not playing their normal self. Not, you know, they're not able to keep them out of that paint by using just physicality because they're afraid that with that initial bump, a foul will come.
Conley with 4 and Stanley with 3, so you can't afford to pick up another on either of those two.
Nope.
As well as there's 3 other players with 2 personal fouls.
Yeah, that's the thing to keep an eye on, Coach. And, I mean, how good has Kylie Alvin been tonight with the rock in her hand?
Best, and she's played well all year, but in terms of tournament time here at the Expo, best game she's had thus far.
Yeah, 22 right now.
Yeah, 22 points.
You know, last night we talked about her shot was off. I don't think she hit a 3-0 fill last night. Well, everything's falling tonight.
Right.
She saved it all for tonight. Yeah, but Johnson Central, listen, Coach, I promise you, they're far from gone.
A lot of time left.
Yeah, a lot of time for this Johnson Central team. Now swing it back over Stanley. Stanley had it poked away by Rogers. Alvin is going to come away with it. Now Alvin backs it back out. Nice job, gets over to Rogers. Forces Stanley to pull up. Gets it back out to Cat Walters. Walters using that quickness to blow by. Tough shot there. Rogers gets the rebound. Lynn over to Alvin. Coach, right now, Alvin draws the double team again. Watch out here. Somebody's open. Woods is open on the baseline.
Well,
Coach.
That's Stanley's fourth.
If Alvin would have just had her head up there, Sophie Woods had a wide open layup and nobody within a football field of her.
I think it worked out better for Pikeville. Stanley picks up her fourth foul and has to come out of the game.
That's true. Yeah, but Martina Conley comes in with 4.
That's true. So pick your
poison.
Yeah. It was hit.
Looky there, great defense. And I'm telling you right now, Allie Sloan, she's trying everything she can to get her team a little bit of momentum here, Coach.
That's all you need is win one of those 50-50 battles.
Yeah. Alonzo McGill says, let's go, Cat. He says, Alvin is balling.
Well, Alonzo McGill could play during his day. He couldn't beat me, but he could play during his day.
Who's Alonzo McGill, Coach?
Listen, he's a guy that could play a little bit this time.
There's Conley. Conley goes up, misses the shot. Ferguson with the rebound. They're going to call the foul against Pikeville. Mary Atkins says, show us the Pikeville fan club. There they are, Coach, with the toga parties on. We ask, they deliver. There you go. That's what you want. McKenzie off the mark. McKenzie's been the hot hand, Coach. Need a little more of that here in the second half. As Alvin swings it over.
There you go, right?
Yeah, good blow by. And Coach Ava Rogers, you talking about timely production. Yes. Every time Pikeville needs a play, she comes up with it.
100%.
There you go, Cam Duncan flying in there, misses the layup. Ferguson, she gonna draw the foul.
Going to the line. Yep. Pikeville, nothing easy underneath for Johnson Central either, Darryl.
No, and listen, if you're Pikeville, you're not built like Johnson Central. You can't get in foul trouble because your bench don't go near as deep as what Johnson Central's does.
Right.
Coach, nearly 500 people tuning in, and Kevin Jones told us that they couldn't get it to 600. They're already to 500, Kevin Jones.
No surprise.
Yeah.
3 players on the floor with 2 fouls or more. Conley with 4.
And she sinks that one. Right here, 12-point advantage for the Panthers. Alvin working on Allie Sloan. Good defense by Sloan. Turns Alvin. Alvin loses it. And Cam Duncan with another steal, Coach.
He's been balling.
Right here, Cam Duncan kicks it over to Allie Sloan. Allie Sloan
wanted to step back, right?
Yeah. And credit Woods done a good job there for the big on the guard there. Staying in front of Allie Sloan.
Pikeville's content with this. They want to milk as much clock as they can because, listen, JC wants to get up and down the floor. So if you can slow them down just for a little bit, that's a win on that side of it as well.
If Johnson Central was to pull this out, you got to make a strong case for Cam Duncan for tournament MVP.
Absolutely.
There she is. She's off the mark there.
On the floor. They're going to say, you know what? We're going back with Carly Stanley.
So just dangerous.
Yes, it is.
Very dangerous. And Martina Conley's going to come out. So he's only going to leave one of them out there with 4 fouls.
Right.
But
we got sub coming.
Yeah. And, Coach, that's going to be coming in for Pikeville. That'll be number 41, Paula Patton.
Like you said, Paula Patton, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some relation, right?
I would just about guarantee it's you some kind of Paul Patton.
Yes.
Somebody let us know.
Oh, that's 5. That's 5. She's done.
Wow.
My, oh, my.
That will come back to haunt Johnson Central, bringing her in with 4 minutes to play, Coach.
Denise Campbell and the Pikeville Panthers sold that. And credit the Pikeville defense. Man, oh, man.
And you can see the heartbreak on Stanley's face over there.
That's tough. That is tough.
Yeah, good kid. You hate to see that happen to her.
Just unbelievable talent, unbelievable player.
And I'll tell you, these fans letting the officials know about it. Here comes Lynn. Coach, look over there on the bench right now. Stanley up on her feet cheering on her teammates.
Oh, there you go. She's a coach as well on the floor.
Absolutely.
Timeout. Good timeout by Denise Campbell. 12-point lead, Darryl McCoy, Pikeville.
Yeah, 12-point lead. This 30-second or full?
30.
30. We'll stay here. You know, that right there tells you what Carly Stanley's made of, Coach. You know, I mean, fouls out. Most kids would sit over on the bench, soak and pout. She's up on her floor with her coach, coaching them every second.
She's got to do something. And listen, if you can't be out there, right, help coach them.
That's it. But, you know, still make it your impact felt.
That's right.
Whether you're on the bench or you're on the floor.
Be a great teammate.
That's it. You know, people don't understand how important that is.
That's right. No, listen, real quick, I know we got a break. You asked who Alonzo McGill is. Alonzo's really close to Miss Kitty and Bruce Walters. They went to school together. He now lives in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
And so he's real close to the Walters family.
Alonzo McGill.
Yeah.
There you see coming back. Alvin. She's working on Ferguson. Good job by Ferguson cutting that off.
A lot of contact there.
Yep, Lynn comes up with it. Lynn kicks it back over to Rogers. Rogers drives. May have got away with a walk, too, there.
Going to stay Pikeville ball.
Mitch Castle says foul count's insane. Said it's in Pikeville. What do you expect? So is it third or fourth quarter? It is third quarter.
Third quarter, folks.
You can see that down on your Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard, bottom of your screen.
They're running that. A second player, Alvin. Jump. Whoa.
Yeah. That was a correct call.
Yeah. It'll stay Johnson Central ball.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Pikeville ball.
And no surprise, Cam Duncan was the one on the deck after it.
Absolutely.
Media timeout. They'll take one. We will, too. We'll be right back here on the D&D Sports Network. With tax season coming up, make the smart decision with your money. Stop at Tommy's Auto Sales in Inez, Kentucky. Right now, you can get cars, trucks, and SUVs at the best prices around. Tommy's Auto Sale is a proud supporter of the Martin County Cardinals and all Mountain athletes.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
Folks, if you're in the market for a storage building, garage, barn, or custom structure, there's only one name you need to know. Mountaineer Buildings, conveniently located right outside Chapmanville, West Virginia, with multiple locations across Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. They are the largest building company in the coalfields for a reason. They've got a huge inventory on lot, unbeatable deals, and waiting for you. Come see us at Mountaineer Buildings. And we are back here as coming out of the timeout. Right now, Pikeville leads Johnson Central 39-27 here in the 15th Region Championship game. Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy on the call.
You say it's an early time to start thinking, right, about this, but time management. very important from here on out for Coach Denise Campbell. Early in the third still, but.
And here's the thing, Coach. If you get to the point where if you're Johnson Central and you have to start fouling,
right.
you ain't got a lot of fouls to give.
Don't have a lot to give. There you go.
Yeah.
Got to be careful.
Yeah. Kat Walters keeping her dribble alive. Great job. Good timeout by Walters, Coach.
Very headsy play by Kat. Watch these timeouts as well. Pikeville with 3 the rest of the way.
You see over there, Coach, the former Pikeville legend, Savannah Noonamaker.
And she is a legend.
On the Matt Hager fan cam, you see E.B. Walters, Bruce Walters, the entire Walters family. Coach, everybody's here in the house for this one. You know, this place, it looked like it was going to be empty at the beginning, but it's filled up quite, quickly.
It's a nice crowd, right?
Yeah, really nice crowd.
Yeah. They'll continue to pour in here.
You look up there, look, you see the Belfry Pirates, see Matt Thornsberry, Emma Dixon, and crew. Up there, the lot of fans in the stands brought to you by Matt Hager Law, Coach, and you never know, we may give some more cash away in the nightcap.
That sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Cold hard cash.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can never beat that. Listen, no shenanigans, no tomfoolery, no appetizer gift cards, or we're giving you cold hard cash.
Go over there and use it at the mine.
Yeah, there you go. The coming back out here, Nicole Lynn. Lynn gets it over to Alvin. Alvin drives, kicks. Walters, she's off the mark.
Rogers again.
Yeah, swings it back around. Lynn pulls up off the glass, no good. Rogers.
Man, battling.
Yeah. Alvin has it out top. Alvin swings it back to Walters. Walters guarded by McKenzie. And good defense, a possession here. And right there, jump ball. Oh, they called it travel. I don't know, Coach. I thought that was a jump ball, but
neither here or there. They were able to milk about 40 seconds on the clock.
That's what I was getting ready to say. That was a great job by Pikeville anyways, milking that time off. But, Johnson Central ended up getting a turnover out of it.
Keeps Johnson Central from being able to run.
Duncan gets it over to McKenzie. She's off the mark. Good position. And they called another foul on Woods. And, Coach, that's one I didn't see.
So she kind of went over the top and batted the basketball out.
Is that her fourth?
Yeah, fourth foul on Woods.
Yeah, so Paula Patton's going to have to come in and play big here. Coach, surprised I look for Dagan Oliver to get some minutes here, too, in a minute.
I think so.
She's a really good rebounder.
She's played really well during this tournament.
With Allie Sloan. Sloan back over to Duncan. I'll swing it back around to the wing. Allie Sloan, good defense by Walters. Back around to Conley. And Conley got caught with the travel. Coach, they've been really quick to call that.
Yeah, so between the last two possessions, a minute and 25 seconds has ran off the clock, and you still have a 12-point lead. That's taking Johnson Central out of their element.
Yep. That right there will be huge down the stretch here. You'll want them minutes back. They'll come back. Here comes Rogers. Rogers kicks it over to Alvin. You see, come back the other way. Alvin gets downhill, had it stripped away by Duncan, Coach.
Yeah, great job. Duncan's been the difference maker.
I'm telling you right now, if Johnson Central wins this ball game, Cam Duncan, Coach, may be the MVP.
A lot like Sophie Woods last night.
Yep. Swings it back around. There you see coming back, Martina Conley gets it stolen by Alvin.
Wow.
Alvin. Coming back. Conley. No, nice spin move by Duncan. What a move.
Big time move.
Now swing it back around.
They're always bringing a second defender on the ball handler.
Swing it back over to Walters. Walters kicks it down.
Oh,
and
got what they needed.
McKenzie with the steal. Here comes McKenzie. She's going to take it all the way, coast to coast, and gets the bucket.
Steal, Sloan.
Allie Sloan gets it over to Ferguson. And
Walters.
yeah, they throw it away. Cat Walters jumps in the passing lane.
Cat-like quickness, right?
Yep. There goes Nicole Lynn. Looks they've cut it to 10 here.
Gonna watch a 5-second goal.
Yep. And they got it. And Denise Campbell saying, get rid of the ball.
Johnson Central momentum on their side here.
Oliver comes in.
Yep, that's what I thought. I thought Dagan Oliver would be in soon.
Making this run with Carly Stanley on the bench with 5 personal fouls.
Lonzo Gill says great defense. Cat, JC girls are hugging, isn't fouling, Crystal Swartz says. And McKenzie off the mark, rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Alvin.
All of a sudden, the aggressor, Johnson Central, starting to get some of those calls. Sloan, only 2 points here on the evening. Let's see what we've got here. Coach Jim Bob Hicks asked the officials to check on something. That is the right score. I think they may be checking a score, but that's the right score.
Yeah.
Kind of freezing Miss Sloan at the line. If I'm Sloan, I'm kind of stepping off that line for a second.
You might take a breath, ain't it?
Yeah, that is the score.
Sloan sinks the first. 41-32 on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard at the bottom of your screen. Pikeville leads JC. Sloan, second one up. And good. Coach, 8-point ball game, closest it's been in a while. Here comes Nicole Lynn. Lynn gets it stolen. Johnson Central gets the turnover. There's Ferguson straight down the pop. Lay in, no good.
Yeah, gonna get Ferguson.
Yeah.
And that's Ferguson's third.
Yeah, Coach, that's why if you're Coach Hicks, you don't turn that pressure down because
right.
You know any time you can go on a run like that.
3 or 4 possessions is all it takes.
Yeah. Carly has 5 fouls. Yes, Libby Goff. She is out of the game. Comes back around. Walters. Rims out.
Got McKenzie on the backside.
Yep, Duncan brings the ball up the floor. Duncan drives, kicks. McKenzie off the mark. And Conley draws the foul.
Going to the line.
Wow. JC's got a chance to get it to 6, Coach.
Yes.
Talking about, man, just not going away. They're right there in Pikeville's grill.
Pikeville led by 12 with about 1:40 to go here in the third.
The mark. Kevin Jones, that you asked, they got it over 500 already. He misses that one. Good box out. Coach Alvin, is there a better box and out guard than Kylie Alvin?
Does a great job.
There comes Lynn. And Johnson Central's defense, Coach, no surprise, is what's kept them in the ball game here as we head into the 4th period of play.
What a game.
And we'll be right back.
Al's Garage, located at Minnie, has a reputation of providing excellent automotive repairs with experienced mechanics who go above and beyond to serve our customers. Oil changes, tires, brakes, engine repair, or exhaust. We offer reliable service to keep your vehicle running as it should. Come see us beside the Family Dollar at Mini or call 949-1921. Al's Garage wishes good luck to all area teams.
Pike County Sheriff Rodney Scott is proud of the record of his department. Every year-end audit has come back clean. And with financial stability, Sheriff Scott has added more certified deputies than ever before in Pike County, with new equipment, including guns, bulletproof vests, vehicles, and drug enforcement canines. With nearly 200 arrests on drug charges, crime will not be tolerated on Sheriff Rodney Scott's watch.
With your vote and support, we will continue to make Pike County the best place to live.
And we're back here on the Appalachian Wireless Arena. Fourth quarter of play. Fourth quarter brought to you courtesy of our good friends at Tommy's Auto Sales. Right now, Coach, 41-33. It's Pikeville on top of Johnson Central here on the Craig Damon Furniture scoreboard.
Alvin picks up her third.
Yeah.
Right now, Johnson Central calling X. See what it is here, Coach. Good job. Gets over to McKenzie. McKenzie's going to drive. Shot up.
Rogers, man,
Yep.
oh, man.
Drawing the foul. And if that's on Conley, she's gone.
That is on Conley.
Wow. So Johnson Central has Martina Conley and Carly Stanley both fouled out right now.
Ava Rogers with 10 rebounds tonight. Darryl McCoy.
That's incredible.
Yes.
I mean, you're talking about X factor, Coach. That's the definition.
Yes.
Here comes Walters. Walters kicks it up the floor. Rogers hands it over to Alvin. Trap comes. They get it in there. That's what Johnson Central needs. Tie up.
We got a foul.
They were calling a foul?
Yeah.
Listen, the official right in front, Coach, the official in the front called a jump ball. The official from behind called a foul.
Only McKenzie's second, though.
You can tell Coach Hicks furious over there on the sideline.
Johnson Central fans coming unglued.
Coming back, Nicole Lynn. They'll get it back. Lynn swings it over to the wing. Alvin, she's got Walters over on this far side.
Got to keep it out of that corner.
Walters going to back it out. A nice job by Alvin trying to split. Yeah, and they're going to call it on McKenzie, I think. Yep.
McKenzie's third.
Coach, this is a danger zone for Johnson Central right here.
It is.
And credit Pikeville, Coach, they're not getting in any hurry on the offensive end.
Being very smart.
And this is where me and you talked about all week, Coach. This is where it's coming up huge, having them three-point guards on the floor at one time.
That's exactly right. Experience. 3 seniors, right?
Yep. No, a junior and 2 seniors.
Yes, yes.
But, I mean, Walters, you think of her as a senior.
Yeah. Nicole Lynn. Big bucket.
Here comes Allie Sloan. Sloan, nice attack.
Got it.
Count it.
Sloan.
Allie Sloan going to step to the line for a chance at old-fashioned 3 Guys Pizza and Brew. 3-point play opportunity here. Jack Elvis says, I don't like JC, but they need to take tournament away from Pikeville's home. Brody Howe tuning in from Ireland. Brody's everywhere.
He is,
yeah. You see coming back, Alvin.
Butcher's Towing tuning in, Darryl.
Hey, Butcher's Towing. Listen, if there's anybody can get Johnson Central out of this jam, it's Butcher's Towing.
That's exactly right. Got to get out of that corner if you're Alvin.
Alvin drives right there's that trap. Good job. Coach Alvin, she has the ball on a string. Looks like Curly Neal out there.
My, oh, my.
26.
You see coming back. Alvin's got 26?
Yeah.
Wow. You talking about, I mean, she's showing everybody why she's 15th Region Player of the Year, Coach.
Offensively, just absolutely controlling the game.
You know, and if Pikeville wins this game, Coach, they're going to look back and they're going to say Kylie Allen.
Ava Rogers, right?
Yeah,
well.
right there. Ava Rogers
Right.
with the block. You spoke it into existence. Alvin kicks it ahead. Nicole Lynn's going to drive baseline. Lynn kicks it to Walters. Smart move by Walters, Coach. Brings it back out. They got Woods back in the game now, Coach, with 4 fouls.
And the thing about it is, Darryl, you can milk clock because Johnson Central can't be ultra aggressive, something that they normally are.
That's it.
They can't really get after you.
Right here, Walters out top. 5'11". Walters gets downhill. She'll get over to Lynn and gets it right back. And all of a sudden, here comes Johnson Central. Cam Duncan, coast to coast. Count it!
Duncan.
And Cam Duncan says, hop on my back. I'm going to carry you to the promised land.
Wow. Duncan with 15.
Cam Duncan says, I got broad shoulders, baby. Coach, look, 7-point ball game, a chance to cut it to a 2-possession ball game right here.
That's pretty incredible. They faced a ton of adversity here tonight. 30-second timeout. Jim Hicks wants to talk about it. 3 timeouts left for Johnson Central.
And it's a 30-second, so we'll stay here. And real quick, let's think. Butcher's Towing, Punk's Tire, Hilton Homes of Ivel, Willie Cray, State Representative, 95th District, S&K Asphalt, Pikeville Medical Center, Ace Bookkeeping, located on US 23, right outside Paintsville, The Mine, Black Diamond Excavation Crew. Call Corey Conley at Force Service Center, whether it's a side-by-side, four-wheelers, automobiles, they'll make sure you're taken care of with all your service needs. Jessica Click, District 1 Commissioner, as well as Al's Garage, Larry Frisbee, District 1 Commissioner, Nick Markham for Jeller in Martin County, Butcher's Towing, Warfield Market, 23 Camper Sales, Mitchell Ferris, U.S. Senate, Man Toyota, man, what a deal, South Steakhouse, Pro Cleaners, George Swain at State Farm, and Gary C. Johnson Law. Kevin Keathley, Kevin Jones, Darryl McCoy on the call, Coach. 5 minutes to play here in this 4th quarter.
Right where you want it to be if you're Jim Bob.
Championship game, Coach. What's at stake is a trip to Rupp Arena. Alvin.
Yeah, she did.
Yep.
Dowles gave a little shove as Alvin was attacking up the floor.
Kean Warwick says, thank you for the coverage, guys. Thank you, Kean. The coach, what a career he's had right here. This is his home floor, the baby-faced assassin.
Yes.
Former Pikeville Panther himself. And they'll call a foul.
That's only Duncan's, no, that's Duncan's 3rd.
That puts Pikeville on a bonus.
Billy Davis says almost 700 viewers said it'd be nice if Darryl would give away some cash. Listen, Kevin Keathley's the one with the deep pockets here, guys. We'll have to talk him into that.
I thought it was going to come out of Billy Davis's pocket.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we should do. There's Nicole Lynn. Lynn nets that one.
Those were big-time free throws.
Yeah. This is back the other way.
Oh.
She had a lane.
She had a lane, Kevin Jones.
Swings it back around. Josh Central, McKenzie gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson back out to Duncan. Now being dangerous with the basketball. Duncan steps behind the screen. She's off the mark. Alvin chases it down and foul on Duncan. She takes a hard spill to the floor.
She did. That's Duncan's 4th personal.
There, right there.
Callie Alvin going to the free throw line for her 13th and 14th opportunity of the evening. the first time here in the second half going to the line.
How many's Alvin got, Kevin Jones?
She has 26, Darryl.
Make it 27.
And you don't want to put these Pikeville guards on the free throw line because they shoot a high percentage.
Led by Alvin with almost 83% from the line. Probably is 83% after tonight.
Coach Jimmy Johnson says that storm me and you talked about earlier has made it to Pike County. Said it's crazy outside.
65-mile-per-hour winds.
Be safe out there, guys. We're not joking. Be safe. It's a bad storm brewing.
Woods back in the game, Darryl.
Yeah, there goes Allen. There's Lynn with the bucket.
Better get a timeout. If for Jim Bob, 12-point deficit under 4 to play. Media timeout coming, but I don't know if I'd wait on it.
I think that's what he's trying to do here. Yeah, Johnson Central coach, they can't afford right now. I mean, valuable time. They got to be aggressive, and they've done a good job of really stopping Allie Sloan from penetrating the paint.
Yes, they have.
They'll drive it, kick it, shot up, off the mark. Gets it back to Allie Sloan. Sloan's going to go up with it. Off the mark, rebound, put back, no good. Ferguson comes away with it on the weak side.
Hey, Pikeville's content with that. Time continues to tick.
And look, I mean, right, she was wide open. She's got Josie Dahl screaming for it on the block. And good job by McKenzie.
McKenzie now with 8. It's a 10-point game, under three to go.
Swings it down. Nice job. Woods just can't match buckets there. Denise Campbell, coach, called a timeout.
And the media was coming.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand that, but she may not have recognized that. They changed it for her. That's good. That's good of the officials to call that a media timeout. Coach, 53-41, 2:57 to play. We'll be right back. If you're needing seal coating, blacktop, line striping, recapping, or brand new pavement, S&K Asphalt has you covered. They take pride in their work, they're fully insured, and they make sure every job is done right the first time. Whether it's residential driveways or a commercial parking lot, don't trust just anybody. Trust the professionals at S&K Asphalt Service. Give Anthony Hampton a call today at 606-471-4297 for a free quote. That's 606-471-4297. S&K Asphalt Services, paving the way across eastern Kentucky. And we are back here in Appalachian Wireless Arena. Did you see the Matt Hager fan cam? And Johnson Central fans not happy right now, Coach, as the Golden Eagles down 53-41 on the Craig Dameron Furniture scoreboard.
Tall mountain to climb here, and not a lot of time to do it, especially when you've got Stanley out, Conley out, and a host of others. Cam Duncan with 4 personals, Darryl McCoy. 3 other players on the floor with 3. So you can't be just relentless like you normally are with the Jim Bob team.
Coach, there's D&D Sports Network's own personal photographer. Hats off. Michaela Mead has done a good job, Coach, of capturing all the images here for these kids. We'll post them on the page a little bit later.
Yes.
Well, guys, your Cats has made a rally a little too late. They got it to 7 with 17 seconds to go.
Yeah. Big bucket there by Allie Sloan out of the timeout. Here's Alvin. Remember, Craig Dameron Furniture, guys, place to go for all your furniture needs. Walters, she's off the mark. And, Coach, they're going to throw it away.
That's a situation where maybe Cat should have dribbled that back up top. Maybe bought yourself maybe 20, 30 more seconds.
Kicks it in to Rogers. Rogers gets it back out to Lynn. Lynn swings it over. Alvin with the rock. That's who you don't want to have the ball here. Alvin goes in. Scoop shot. No good. Rebound by Cam Duncan. Duncan pushes it up the floor. She's got a shooter on the wing. She pulls up. no good.
Battling.
You know, Coach, right there, I'd like to see kick that out to the wing because you got one of the best shooters on the floor, and Emma McKenzie was calling for it out there.
Highly impressed with Cam Duncan. And she can get the ball and go 94 feet, can't she?
Yes, she can.
Handles it well.
A lot like Kinsley Feltman.
Yeah. Got great size and strength. Was just a freshman too, right?
Yes. Watch out. Got it.
Johnson Central's not going to go away, Coach.
Not going to go away. 6-point game here. 2:04 to go. Plenty of time if you're Johnson Central.
The way they pressure the ball, this is plenty of time.
Yeah. Now you can get after it. I mean, you've got to risk all or nothing.
Yeah, you've got to go after it.
Yeah, plenty of time right now as you look 2:04, 2-possession ball game. As we'll take a look at the Johnson Central huddle over here. The Coach Hicks right now, Coach, I mean, what's he telling his group?
I think he's saying, look, we can't change what we've done all year. Continue to be physical, continue to get after it, hound the ball handlers, and see if we can create some live ball turnovers. That's been the key to their success all season long. Why change now? A trip to Rupp's on the line.
The jacket's off again, Darryl.
Denise Campbell, Coach, meaning business right now. And I tell you, man, I've never seen Denise this fiery as she's been here in this tournament. I mean, you can tell she needed this run. You know, these girls, you know, has, you know, got that Hall of Fame coach, you know, back to form.
She knows this is the team to get her there.
You know, and man, you know, I mean, listen. No matter who wins this ball game, it'd be nice to see Jim Hicks or Denise Campbell on that sideline at Rupp.
Absolutely.
Misty Ramey cheering on the Panthers. There's Lynn. Lynn gets it into Alvin. Here comes Alvin. Alvin kicks over to the corner. Woods back to Alvin. Back around to Lynn. Pressure coming. Leads over. Alvin loses it right in the hands of Walters, though. Walters. Good job by Walters, Coach. Ferguson, they're getting into Woods. Woods hands it to Lynn. And there it is, a little weave action out top with the guards. Alvin.
That'll be done. No.
What'd they call him?
Told Jim to get back in his box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was JC there when Woods called it, I would have probably thought about fouling her right there. I don't want to foul Alvin or these guards, right?
No, you definitely don't want Alvin going to the line here in this situation. Coach, almost 800 people tuning in on Facebook in the Jim Mar Service comment section.
Probably another 1,000 on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's our sponsors. People don't understand. The sponsors you see in that corner on that scroll and hear us mention, they're the reason you're getting to watch this for completely free, guys. Make sure you visit their business. Sloan kicks it over to McKenzie. McKenzie going down that right side. She drives. Fadeaway, no good. Coming back the other way, Walters. And Coach, that was a tough shot there.
Tough fadeaway.
Yeah.
Going to send Kat Walters to the line. Big time free throws here. Kat gets the first. Two for two, make it a 9-point lead.
Miranda Bradford wants us to get the awards after the game, Coach. And we will. We'll make sure we stick around for the post-game awards.
Yes. One timeout remaining for Jim Bob Hicks. This is a 30-second timeout.
You know, Coach, I don't know. I mean, right now as you look, you know, still it's just a 7-point ball game. A lot of time, especially the way Johnson Central plays. But, you know, you can't you got to be smart on this other end. And the one thing we've not seen here in this second half, and I think she's got to do, is Allie Sloan has to be the one penetrating and creating. Pikeville's done a great job of really slowing her down. Kat Waters has stayed in front of her all night, Coach. But Allie Sloan's got to step it up right here, and I think she's got to come up with some plays down the stretch here.
And we know McKenzie's a deep ball threat, so you might want to kick and find McKenzie.
That's it. Let McKenzie, Duncan, let them shooters do their thing out on the perimeter. There's Alvin. There's Allie Sloan all over Alvin. Going back the other way. Good job. Pressuring it. Walters drives, kicks. Woods thought about it. Heads up play by Pike for Coach slowing it down there.
You got a foul, right?
Yep.
Let a lot of time
way too much.
20-plus seconds burn on that possession.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going to foul anyways, Coach, why not do it 20 seconds earlier?
Yes. Pikeville looking to reclaim their position at the mountaintop, Darryl McCoy.
Let's see here. And, who would have thought, Coach, a couple years ago when you lost Trinity Rowe, Kiara Thornsberry, who would have thought you'd have been back in this situation?
That gave Alvin 30.
Yeah. Here comes Duncan. Duncan, she's going to go straight down the pipe. Loses her footing.
I'm telling you, that side of the floor, I don't know how many players have slid or fell this week. Kylie Alvin with 30 points.
Impressive, 15th Region Player of the Year, the Kylie Alvin, and right now she's showing why, Coach, she earned that award.
You just never know, Darryl McCoy. Listen, when it's championship night, two good teams, you throw records out the window.
That's it. Johnson Central, if they lose this game, it'll be their first loss to a region team this season.
Yes.
And Coach, they've not had a ball game in the region.
No.
Yeah, but that's why we play the games.
That's right.
Alvin. We'll go right back to the line. 22 seconds to go.
Coach Denise Campbell still coaching her backside off. 31 for Alvin.
Three possession game, it's tough to get back with 22 seconds.
This right here, you get this one and you're pretty much closing the door. Got it. 32 for Alvin.
Brings it back around. Nice job there by Sloan, and that's what they need, Coach, but maybe too little too late.
It'll be difficult.
It'll be very difficult. As we look down here at the end zone, you see the legend J.R. Van Hoos down there with Ethan Cole, Cooper Blair, and crew. The Coach Johnson Central boys will play directly after this game, but they're still going to have a little layoff because, you still got to cut down the nets and, do the awards and all that. So
they're still rocking the headbands, aren't they?
Yeah, still. Why not?
I found out what that was. Have you found out what it is?
I have a feeling.
The headbands?
I have a feeling.
I think it was McKenzie had a gash on his head, and they put something like on it to hold it, and it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't hold, so he put a band on real tight, and all of his buddies done it just to match him.
That. Why not?
And it stuck.
Yeah. Well, it's worked. As you said,
now that was a rumor on the street.
Right.
We sit here right now.
I did some D&D investigative work there.
All right, there you go.
And listen, Kevin Jones, he gets the job done.
Yeah.
I'm always in on the scoop, right?
Yep. Here comes Alvin.
There it is.
Yeah. Swing it back around, and it's going to run down. The Pikeville Panthers And you see an emotional Kylie Alvin here, her senior season. 15th Region Player of the Year will be playing on Rupp Arena in a week.
Wow.
So what we'll take and do, we'll step aside just a second. We'll come back on the Crum Funeral Home postgame show. We'll name the Ace Bookkeeping Player of the Game and get you caught up on all the action from tonight's contest. And we're back here on the Crum Funeral Home post-game show, and we're going to go ahead. I think it's no surprise. Our Ace Bookkeeping Player of the Game goes to Pikeville point guard Kylie Alvin.
32 points there, McCoy.
32 points. She was cooking tonight, and we'll let Kevin Jones go over the scores here real quick.
For Pikeville, Alvin come in with 32. Nicole Lynn had 11. Kat Walters had 8. Sophie Woods 5, and Ava Rogers had 3. That rounds out the scoring for your 15th region champions, the Pikeville Panthers. Over on JC, Carly Stanley had 3. Allie Sloan 15. Cameron Duncan 17. Emma Ferguson had 2. Julie Dawes 3. Emma McKenzie had 12, and that runs out the scoring for your runner-up Johnson Central Golden Eagles. And Darryl, what a game.
Coach, tight whistle really, it really impacted this game. A tight whistle out on the perimeter, but it's nothing new. We've seen that same whistle, that same consistency throughout the tournament.
Yeah.
But it bit Johnson Central tonight as Johnson Central. We'll hand down, we'll talk about it here in a second as the runner-ups. We'll go down to the floor here. But, they're runner-ups, coach, and listen, no shame here as you look, coach, this team, when you take a look at what this team had accomplished this year, I mean, they had a dominating season, as dominant as any team we've seen in the D&D decade. Hadn't lost, hadn't even had a close game in the 15th region. And here in, made it to the region championship. No reason to hang their heads, and they return everybody.
They were looking every bit as dominant as they were last year. 3 straight years they made it to the region championship game. That's a pretty don't get much better than that, Darryl.
No, and there's a good look at them there. The great job by these young women and Coach Hicks. As thing you have to say, Coach, we return everybody, so the future is bright in Johnson County.
Well, foul trouble got them tonight. It's just plain and simple. They got in foul trouble, stayed in foul trouble.
And here's your 15th region champion, Pikeville Panthers, as they raise the trophy. And what a job these young ladies done there. The coaches, you see, credit these guards, and it went kind of exactly what we said that it would go. As they said, I don't know what they're doing over there. You always take in these situations here, and you have you make sure that you let them take their pictures and stuff, and then you grab them as the media.
Well, Darryl, here's what you like, right? You like when you love it when you win a region, but you love it even more when you had a big time impact on it on the court, right?
You do, and that's when you take a look. I mean, it went exactly. We said if they was going to win this ball game, it was because of this guard trio of Lim, Waters, and Alvin, controlled and really limited what Johnson Central's pressure could do to them. And that's what you've seen. I mean, Johnson Central wasn't able to turn them over like they'd done everybody else.
These young players, they watched Trinity Rowe and Kara Thornsberry cut down the nets. They didn't see a lot of playing time at the time, but now it was their turn, and they cut down the nets. It got to be a very sweet feeling for those young ladies. Experience won out tonight, Darryl McCoy.
Experience won out, and Denise Campbell. I mean, you just talked, Coach. As a fan, listen, I had no rooting interest in this game, but I will say it's going to be sweet to see Denise Campbell on the sidelines of Rupp Arena.
Absolutely.
Cannot wait to get to chat with Denise after this win. She's Coach, she's been through a lot, and for her to, she focused on this right here. I think she gave up the softball job at Pike Central to focus on this. So that just shows, Denise she's one of the old ball coaches.
Yeah, she's from the old school.
Yep.
All region team going to be announced.
From Prestonsburg, Allison Howard.
Allison Howard, Miss Do It All.
There she is coming out of the stands.
There she comes.
Yeah.
One of our absolute favorites. She does it all. She did it all for Prestonsburg, Darryl McCoy.
She did. An unbelievable career for that young lady. A good look at Allison.
Congratulations to Allison. Coach Kidd getting another one on the all-region team.
From Pike Central, Lara Stanley.
Coming from the same way there.
Yeah.
She had herself a game here at the Expo.
She did. Unbelievable.
Well, she just
yeah. And Boo Thornsberry. Kayla Thornsberry.
I believe she had 15 in that opening round game.
Macy Maynard from Martin County.
Miss double-double.
Yeah. And looky here, Kylie Kenner, guys. Kylie Kenner had an unbelievable ball game there. From Betsy Lane, it's going to be Shyla Kidd, the representative on the all-region team. From Paintsville, Brooklyn Skaggs. From Betsy Lane, Jaden Piete.
Johnson
Johnson Central, Carly Stanley. Coach, right there, the good thing about Carly Stanley, she's got 2 years left. From Pikeville, Nicole Lynn.
Johnson Central, Allie Sloan.
Johnson Central, Allie Sloan.
From Pikeville, Sophie Woods.
From Pikeville, Sophie Woods.
From Johnson Central, Emma McKenzie.
From Johnson Central, Emma McKenzie.
From Pikeville, Ava Rogers.
From Pikeville, Ava Rogers.
From Pikeville, Kat Walters.
From Pikeville, Kat Walters.
I think we have an idea who the MVP is.
I don't think there's any doubt in it, right?
Right.
Finally, from Pikeville in this year's most valuable player.
And your MVP of the 15th Region Tournament, your 15th Region Player of the Year, Kylie Alvin. That was a good look at your all-region team. You're talking about a strong group.
2026 Girls 15th Region All Tournament team. Congratulations to all these outstanding athletes representing the 15th Region of Kentucky High School Athletic Association.
There you go. Great look. As that will end, Coach, they're going to cut down the nets here. You know, and the boys' game, Coach, I mean, it's going to start a little bit later.
Probably around 7:45.
Yeah, because right now it's 6:53, and it was slated for a 7:15 tip. So I tell you, what we'll do, let's see, finally get to see the D&D boys in action. Best in the mountains, Deanna Baldwin says. Coach, we're going to take and go celebrate with these girls. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll be back early with the pregame show to get you ready for boys action. Johnson Central versus Floyd Central, live right here on the D&D Sports Network.